My friend came out to me as being gay. Can I still be friends according to Torah?
So, due to the nature of the question, we're going to, because this is a very loaded question, we're going to focus specifically on the friendship aspect. We're not talking about the halacha or anything else in regards to the situation. So we're going to use two guidelines to be able to build some sort of perspective to be helpful. And then you can apply that to your situation. So number one, there's the aspect of V'ahavta l'reacha kamecha, right? To love your fellow as yourself. An obligation of every Jew to one another, right? To love him or her friend. So there's that aspect. And there's also an aspect that the behavior of the friend is clearly not aligned with the Torah. So there's one aspect where I understand that everybody has their journey. And I also understand that there's certain things that are not okay according to Torah. But I also know I have an obligation as a human being and as a Jew to be able to be there for my friend in this area. So if a person is able to have this approach, to understand that everyone has their journey, and I'm here to help and support and be there as a friend, then that's an aspect that I believe a person can help out. But if a person finds themselves struggling with these ideas themselves, so then it might turn into the concept of, someone who is not helpful to you in your life and is not a positive influence for yourself. And I'm saying this because the question is phrased, if it's, based on Torah. That's why I'm phrasing it like this, with these details. So if someone finds themselves struggling with it, it may not be the best to be with this friend for now. But if a person is not struggling with it, then by all means, they could and should be there to support their friends on their journey and understanding, that everyone has a unique. And I know it's very, very sensitive, but I believe it's important to be able to speak about it. And I know the conversation is not nearly enough to be able to cover, the tip of the iceberg in regards to this. But bringing it back to the points to take away, to be able to apply to yourself. If you're understanding that the behavior is not aligned with Torah, and you are a friend, and you're a human being who cares for your friend and you want to be there and support them, that's very important. But if you are struggling yourself with it, and that could be an influence on you, so then you might need to, maybe take a break and separate for a bit until you figure out yourself. And again, because we're talking about a Torah approach, and that's why I'm mentioning it, specifically within this framework.